What's good, gang? Welcome back to the Man Podcast. Appreciate it. It's like, nah, man. What's up, man? What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Preem, Big Preem, aka Mr. Man Cave, aka Mr. Mel, social worker. Episode 3, man. Hey, like I always say, man, I appreciate those who've been rocking with me, sharing the videos, showing love, man. Y'all already know the whole 9 yards. It's nothing but love for y'all, boy. All right, so look, I posted a clip of my little coaching career so far on I posted a little clip of the seasons that I've been coaching basketball so far, right? And if you didn't see it, I'm about to show you this, but I called myself the crash out, right? I am the crash out coach, but at the same time, but I crash out for valid reasons. Now, for those that don't know, that seen the clip of me yelling, I gotta give context so y'all don't think I'm crazy. Gotta give context. Boom. This dude, Sin. Matter of fact, I can't even call him Sin while I'm talking about this. This dude, sincere. This dude, sincere. Call him by his full government. Sincere. I believe we down at the time, right? We down. Mind you, to start off the game, we have already missed probably like 7 or 8 layups, gang. Layups. Open, out, whatever. We done missed 7 or 8 layups, right? So we start to get a little behind, like we starting to lose, whatever, right? So boom, we gotta get a spark, gotta get everything going. I don't want to lie, but I think he got a fast break. If you want a fast break, somebody passing the ball or whatever. And when you see this, don't cap either. Bro got the ball on like a fast break and tried to dunk, and we're losing. And when I say he missed, boing, 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 boing. Bruh, missed. Now if you want to dunk, okay, boom, he missed another layup. I think he missed a layup trying to finger roll, bruh. I think he went to the rack and tried to finger roll or some shit like that and missed. Boy, when I tell you I was pissed, bruh, you know, me and Tone was already on the court because if you watch the clip, bruh, Tone ain't say nothing that whole time out. He the head coach. Cause he already knew I was about to go off. I think I told him to call the timeout. He already knew I was about to go off, bruh. Episode 3, the silent killer. So, what is the silent killer? Should sugarcoat it or should I get straight into it? Come on, I'm gonna just get straight into it. You wanna know what the silent killer is in our community right now, especially us as men. I gotta watch my mouth. I'm on the internet. Let's just say corn. Corn is the silent killer in our community. And this is a conversation that I feel is long overdue because it's getting out of hand, fellas. It's getting out of hand, and y'all niggas getting weird and weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. No. Don't cut the video off now, bruh. Don't try to go now. Nah. We gonna talk about it now, bruh. Yeah, yeah, nasty, yeah. We gonna talk about it right now. Don't cut the video off now. Don't cut it off now. It's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation, and it's gonna call for some maturity because at the end of the day, we watching each other die, and it's not cool, bro. We watching each other go through lust and suffer through these different demons and in different areas in our life that cloud our judgment and our thinking, and we think it's cool, right? So let's talk about it, right? Adult content and corn has got out of hand, right? And it's perverting us as men, which is stopping us from growing in a lot of areas in our life, right? Excuse me. Let's talk about the relationship aspect, right? I personally believe after 2020, this was the main killer of a lot of relationships, right? Lust and adult content. Because let's talk about relationships, right? A lot of times in relationships, a lot of issues and problems resolve off the lack of, sexual things in that area or whatever, right? So guess what a lot of men do to make up for that lack? They do that, right? So in the process of doing that, this is withdrawing yourself actually from your relationship, and you're making yourself absent, right? And instead of being intimate, they say intimate in a loving relationship, now everything is lustful and you're looking for, pleasure in that area. But you don't understand that you just subtracted yourself from your relationship mentally and emotionally, right? Instead of yearning or desiring for your lady, you fill that void with adult content, and it's clouding your brain, right? Boom. Let's take it to in our social lives. Stop saying you got anxiety, bruh. Stop saying you suffer from depression, bruh. And in some cases, some people are, but in a lot of cases, you can't go in public and look people in the eye and make eye contact because you don't want people to see how disgusting you are, brother. Yes, you don't want people to see how filthy of content and stuff that you watch on your phone or what you even thinking about right now. And it's hard for you to focus on people because it does something to you and it convicts you. Let's be honest. We got to start talking about this stuff. And I'm not saying none of this to condemn anybody, talk down, or get on anybody. I'm saying this because this is a conversation that we need to talk about. A lot of us don't have the space or the words to say it. But bro, we have to stop, bro. We have to stop with this. Do you know how many females have called you, bro? Have called men, bro, but they have a career of being naked or posting adult content, and you're the consumer. Just imagine somebody producing content that you pay for, that you do this and that, and at the end of the day, they calling you broke because you can't afford whatever, and they making money out of your pockets. Don't that sound crazy, bro? Like let's be honest, bro. There's females that are millionaires right now, millionaires, because they feed off of your thirst. I don't get that, bro. I get it, but I'm saying like we need to stop this, bro. And it does something to us. We have to. Matter of fact, let's take it all the way back, right? I forgot the slave. I forgot her name. It was a slave. She was thick at the bottom or whatever. Somebody look up her name. I forgot her name. It's a slave. She was thick at the bottom or whatever. But they used to put this woman on display, right? For the own slave master and the owners to do what they do, auction, watch, whatever. They said this was the first form of strip club, right? This is where the stuff founded and where it started. Cool. Let's talk about conforming right quick, because if I'm a European and the women that I'm used to seeing don't got that, not moving like that. Mm, mm, what's that? Oh, they're fascinated with that because they're the women that come from their culture. They're not built like that. You feel me? So let's talk about the perverted mindset that these men had to have to sit here and make a woman show herself in that way and be on display for their pleasure, right? Right? Follow me, right? Don't try to no follow me. Put her on display for their pleasure, right? Lord knows what they were doing, pleasuring themselves, whatever. No, Lord knows what they were doing, right? Cool. Now, as we gradually get progressive society or whatever, don't you think we start to adapt these mindsets? Because I just told you that they put her on display for whatever reason, but you got to remember that they SA'd and assaulted a lot of these women in these camps too, right? They also made other slaves do certain sexual activities and whatever for their entertainment, right? Oh, they also did used to cut our meat stick off and keep that as a souvenir. Wonder where we see that at now today, right? Hmm. So let's talk about it. So now we talk about conforming, right? So we just watched the P Diddy documentary, didn't we? In the P Diddy documentary, didn't the lady come out and say that Diddy took videos of him having sex with females and put it on display in parties for people to watch? Hmm. Follow me. We're talking about conforming, right? But let's not even. We got to take it a step further back because we all grew up watching Paid in Full, right? And I forget the gangster name that was on Paid in Full, but when he used to throw his parties, he did the same thing, and they said that's what inspired Diddy or certain stuff that he was doing, right? Hmm. So it started here, conformed, and turned into a thing that we do now, and we think that's okay. It's time to wake up, fellas. This stuff is killing you as a man. You have to let it go, bruh. And I get it and I understand. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying this to judge anybody. I'm saying this to let you know, stop, bruh. Like, we have to stop. And a lot of the stuff that it's doing to men in their minds, when you go out in public, you hear certain stories of different things that men are doing and playing with themselves and doing that on women and all this other stuff, bro, it's sick. It's sick, man. It's sick. And you know what? Let's take it a step further. And y'all gonna hate me for saying this, bro. Lust is so crazy. We have a whole generation of babies that were made off lust. Let's keep it a stat, bro. We're not building families anymore. I can probably count on both my hands how many people I've seen that actually had a child and made a family, let alone even in a relationship. It's a lot of single mom activity going on right now because you guys are freaked out. Y'all just looking for a. You feel me? And let's go even further, right? It's affecting our brains to the point where it's clouding our judgment on women too, because all y'all boys do is look and see if she thick. Bruh, some of these BBL warriors is chopped, bro. And the BBL look disgusting, and you still going because it's fat. Ew. The legs don't match. The ankles gone. Like, let it go, bruh. We have to let this stuff go, and it's getting to a point. It's killing us, man. It's killing us, and they're feeding off us, our thirst. There's so many people with careers now just off sex appeals. Everybody knows sex sells, but at the same time, look at your pocket. Look what it's doing to our community, man. Right? We have to get off this adult content. We have to let this stuff go. Back to the relationship aspect. People don't understand like there's no such thing as like making up or filling a void with that, right? It's called communication and talking. And if the partner is just not right for you, your partner's just not right for you, bro. There's no making up for that, right? There's no making up for that. But you want to use that as a void to subtract yourself from her. And like I said in the last video, hopefully she noticed. We're not getting nowhere with that, man. Because soon as she say no, oh, you ain't getting none tonight, or y'all start arguing, guess what you do? And you don't care no more. That's not good, bruh. That's a spirit tucking your soul, regardless if you believe it or not. Spirits travel, and spirits don't travel alone. I'm about to crack another code. No spirit, even whatever you want to call it, travels alone. They're not strong enough to travel alone. So that being said, no addiction, no nothing stands by itself, regardless of what anybody says. It doesn't stand by itself because as soon as you get to drinking, and we say it all the time, and we just don't take heed to what we put in the atmosphere, right? But we say it all the time. Oh, when I get off ground, I want to fight, or when I get out tequila, I want to be mindful of what you're saying because the addiction, the liking, whatever you want to call for the lick. Okay, now after that, what does that lead to most of the time for most of us? It's time to hit something, right? Vice versa, any other drug, smoke, or whatever, any other thing, after I do that, it's time to and a lot of times broke people, what's two things broke people usually always have? Audacity and gas. Just keep it a stack. Audacity and za. Somehow they can't afford the light bill, they can't afford the rent, they can't afford this and that, but they got audacity and they got za. But guess what? Who produces the most babies in our community? Broke people, low income people, people still in the hood. A lot of us are products of this. And we continue the cycle because we look to break other generational curses in other places, not knowing what the actual addiction curse, whatever you want to call it, is and was, right? Lust is so free flowing, and you have to learn how to fight this thing to be a man, right? You can't think with your, you can't, bro, or you're gonna lose every time. You're gonna lose every time. You have to learn how to, you have to learn how to control your urges, and you gotta learn how to do other stuff to produce this. You gotta learn how to do other stuff to produce, the energy and whatever else you have to put out to the world. Go to the gym, bro. Go to the gym. Knock out some push-ups, curls. You feel me? Go to the gym, bro. Everything is not about sex. In 2026, bro, we take our lives back, bro. Because that's why there's limited healthy relationships anymore. Because all the men are freaked out. I can't lead out of love. I can't lead with vision. I can't lead you in the right direction because I'm horny. And I'm thinking about just, that's all I'm thinking about. That cannot be the focus, bro. That cannot be the focus, bro. All these, like I keep saying, all these casual encounters and just doing stuff for the sake of it has to stop, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Having a whole bunch of females ain't never did nothing for nobody. Let's keep it a stack, bro. We have to stop this because the younger generation is watching us and they're following. We have to stop this, man. And then we also have to talk about the topic of hypersexuality. It's getting out of hand. You got babies in elementary school, third, fourth, fifth grade, and they're already watching and talking about adult content because it's in your face. These kids can't even watch. These kids can't even play Roblox, whatever it's called, without some titties are on there or something like that. That's weird. It's weird. Everybody's freaked out because we've taken on different spirits and mindsets of people that suppressed us and have done these things to us and perverted us. Get out of that mindset, man, because it's starting to get bad, and we're not going to ever get back to whole a whole family, whole relationships, anything fruitful because our minds and our hearts are tainted, right? We have to put this stuff behind us in the past, and I'm saying this to my males, and really I'm talking to my teens, my teen through your 20s right now. Honestly, everybody deal with it, but really teens through 20s, I feel like it's the worst. You have to stop, bro. And also, let me say this last one thing. I'm gonna close out. And ladies, please don't take no offense to this because this is another conversation in itself. But we have to speak on this. I told my boys, my mentoring group, is we grew up calling each other. We grew up calling females thoughts and hoes and all this other stuff because of certain actions they were doing on females that started, having sex a little bit earlier, not understanding what hypersexuality is, not understanding what trauma is, not understanding what a victim looks like. Because a lot of these females, and it's tragic and it's terrible to say, and the people that have done this need to be held accountable. But a lot of these females have been assaulted or victims at a young age. You'd be surprised how many of your homegirls or people come out and say this stuff that you walk past every day, play with every day that you just don't know, right? But we got to understand a lot of stuff is spiritual. So you taking advantage of somebody suffering, you don't think you're gonna pay a consequence for that, or you gonna think certain stuff travel, and you wonder why you gotta every hour, every 2 hours, you gotta get that off you, bruh. You got something on you. It done caught a hold of you. You gotta get that off you, man. It's not pure, and we can't lead as men with. You gotta lead with this. That's gonna kill you every time. Bad judgment every time. And I know a lot of my young boys gonna sit here and laugh at this, but I want y'all to honestly take heed of what I'm saying. The adult content is killing us as men. We have to get out of that. It's gonna be hard, I understand, but you have to defeat lust. This year we defeat lust. Lust has been a silent killer in our families, in our personal lives, and in a lot of relationships post COVID. You know, and people can argue and have their own reasons for how certain stuff is now. But I see it like the spirit of lust has really killed a lot of genuine relationships and bonds. I don't think people even understand that. Like I don't I don't even know how else to really like break it down, man. But like we gotta stop this, fellas. We gotta stop. We gotta get out of the swing of this, man. It's killing us, and it's taking our spirit, bro. Get your life back, man. This year we defeat lust. All right. Episode 3, the Man Cave Podcast. Peace.